It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. Looking at the last game for Miami, it was a loss to the Rockets at Toyota Center. That game was a shootout. Defense will be the key tonight for them to bounce back with a win. And how about Dwayne Wade? Come on. Shaq, we're talking about an all-time great at the shooting guard position. Do you think he's gotten all the credit he deserves?
You know, even after all the rings, I think people still sleep on D. Wade.
I got you.
At his peak, as dominant as any two-guard we've seen, aside from the great Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I would agree. He's a top 5 two-guard of all time. Injuries have slowed him down. But despite that, he's had a – wake up, Shaq! He's had an incredible career. And you nicknamed him Flash, didn't you?
I did.
No doubt. And you went to sleep.
That's when you weren't enduring sleep apnea, apparently. Hey, sleep apnea.
Wake up.
Yeah, we're on the air.
Oh, sorry.
Toss
Back
it to
you,
Kevin.
Kevin.
On the floor for the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. At center, Don Maker. At point guard, Matthew Dellavedova. At power forward, Ersan Ilyasova. At the other guard position, Malcolm Brogdon. At the other forward position, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of the visiting team is Mike Budenholzer. And now your Miami Heat starting lineup. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 16, James Johnson. At the other forward position, at 6'6", number 0, Josh Richardson. At center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 13, Bam Adebayo. And number 3, Dwayne Wade. At the point, at 6'3", number 7, Goran Dragic. Eric Spoelstra is your head coach. Yo, Miami Heat!
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee. Hassan Whiteside is out with the injury. Guys, a tough loss there.
Yeah, and it's going to be a few weeks until they can get him back, but not as bad as it could have been. In the end, given the way it looked, well, I tell you, when they had to help him off, he'll probably consider that to be good news.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Antetokounmpo is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Maker. And it's Brogdon in at the 2. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Dellavedova. And now the fast break, Brogdon with the ball. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Malcolm Brogdon, the 36th pick in the 2016 draft, went on to win Rookie of the Year. I mean, that's the second time a player not taken in the first round received that award. The first time was back in 1957. Kevin, you probably know who that is because you may have even called one of his games.
No, I'm not that old, Clark. You sure you're not thinking of a game maybe you called back in the day? Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side. And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Boy, you got to admire the mid-range game of Wade. Has this area of the floor on lock. I mean, incredibly efficient from here.
Brogdon against Wade. Dellavedova finds Brogdon. 17-foot shot on the way.
Boy, Kevin, he just clanked that one. I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't really in the picture.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Now here's Dragic, defended by Dellavedova. Dragic the pass to Adebayo. No good on the shot.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Brogdon kicks to Dellavedova. 6 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Big men often are unaccustomed to closing out that far, but you can't leave Ilyasova.
Outside Dragic, Latre, and that one is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The pass to Dellavedova. Down low. Here's Maker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Fantastic sign to see Maker drain it against the tight defense. This will only help his confidence.
In the corner, it's Richardson. Misses off the left iron.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Dellavedova finds Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Dragic. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Dragic has got his first basket of the night.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Ilyasova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Dellavedova scanning the floor. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Wade. Antetokounmpo, no good. And it's Wade with the ball for the Heat. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
And you know, Greg, to me that's baffling. I'm not sure why they didn't do some dine-in eating. Go inside and eat instead of all that work in the drive-thru behind the arc.
Antetokounmpo against Richardson. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered closely, and he drops it in from the low post.
Maker.
Heat have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Antetokounmpo against Richardson. And it's Wade penetrating. Rebounded by Maker.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Antetokounmpo against Richardson. Antetokounmpo passes to Dellavedova from about 16. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Dellavedova.
And Antetokounmpo really, building on his shooting. That's impressive to see. No way the defense catches up to him when he's rising up right after he gets the pass. No way.
Now here's Dragic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And, the Bucks in recent seasons have employed an aggressive trapping style defensively. Diminishing returns, though, as the league has figured it out. Now they've gone back to the drawing board.
Here's Wade after the basket by Milwaukee. Dragic kicks to Wade. Back to Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. And Maker sends it back.
And the difference Maker has on this end, love whenever he gets up to swat shots back.
Here's Brogdon, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. This game against Milwaukee here, it's their first look at the Bucks.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, two teams that were very similar in the standings.
Yeah, they were able to make the plays to come out on top, but it really could have gone either way, and you could say the same for tonight's game.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Winslow's checked in for Johnson. Waiters comes in for Josh Richardson. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Now, here's Ellington. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Looking to end the run. They get the rebound, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Thon Maker. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And the first one at the line is good. Mark, if you need to win a Game 7, and you can't have KD or LeBron, but you can have any other one player in the league, who would you pick?
Wow, if you can't have either one of those guys.
How you like that question?
There's a great list. Harden, Curry, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard when healthy. And I think you'd have to throw Russell Westbrook in there, too, for a one-game situation where he could just go with the abandon he goes with. But I think I'm going to hang my hat with Kyrie Irving since he was part of bringing a championship to the Cavs a couple of years ago, my hometown.
Now,
That athlete.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow! Are you? Oh, my goodness. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
Here's Johnson. Adebayo passes to Ellington. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. A shot by Ellington, no good. Milwaukee leading by 6. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The rebound by Johnson.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Winslow finds Johnson. Now here's Waiters. Offline with his 3. Winslow against Gay. Here's Antetokounmpo. Sinks that one from the post. Antetokounmpo's got 12 in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Adebayo. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
Antetokounmpo up top. He's guarded by Waiters. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Bucks.
That's his first personal foul. In for the Bucks, Tony Snell.
Here's Adebayo. 11-point game his last outing. Ellington kicks to Winslow. Back to Ellington. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or to become alarmed about it.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Bucks leading by 7. Stolen by Winslow. Waiters outside. Ellington the pass to Adebayo. And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Floats one up. He lays it in. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Duval, he's guarded by Johnson. Passes it to Connaughton. Now Gay. Shot clock at 6. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
That's his first personal foul. Bucks substitution. Dante DiVincenzo.
Off the inbound, and he lays it up and in.
Tony Snell.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And Miami has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks. Waiters finds Ellington. Left side, Waiters puts it up from 12. The rebound by the Bucks.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Waiters following the 3 by Milwaukee. And Maker sends it back.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Pass to Gay. He gets that one. Gay's got 5 points so far.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And Waiters kicks to Johnson. They need this. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 15. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
I think they've played great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
They've got Dion Waiters. Wayne Ellington is out there with Tyler Johnson. And it's Justice Winslow. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. So that's who Miami starts the second with. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you. Mark, you were in Indiana after being drafted by the Pacers for a few seasons. Who are some of the more talented guys you played with there?
Well, Herb Williams, a teammate of mine at Ohio State, really outstanding big guy, mobile, could shoot it, excellent defender, shot blocker, and a high-quality guy. Vern Fleming was a guard that had size, excellent defender, driver of the ball. Wayman Tisdale, may he rest in peace. We lost Wayman a number of years ago to cancer. But really a gifted scorer. Steve Stepanovich, he and I both had to retire about the same time due to different knee trouble. And he was a rugged, mobile, good shooting big guy who I think would have continued to excel had he not had to retire.
First free throw is good. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Thonmaker. And so he makes both from the line. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Johnson.
Aggressiveness is fine, but you can't be this over-aggressive. I think he's got to dial it back some. They need him on the floor.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Wayne Ellington.
Goran Dragic.
Here's Adebayo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got his third basket of the night.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Duval. That shot, no good. Dragic with some nice D. The Heat trail by 15. Stolen by Gay. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. To the paint, DiVincenzo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Johnson. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Bucks. here are the Heat now. They trail by 18. Wade outside. Dragic kicks to Winslow. Now the pass to Wade. The Heat rebound. Johnson. Some solid defense from Gay. Bucks leading by 18. DiVincenzo. Wade is covering.
I'll tell you what, Wade's one of the best in the history of the game as a shot blocker from the two-guard position, using his athleticism to leap up and turn shots away.
Back to Dragic. Clock at 6. Over Ilyasova, but they'll get another chance.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
Wasted no time on that one.
Timeout.
He's got 6.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
The Heat making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. Wade dishes to Dragic. Back to Wade. Outside Dragic. And it's Wade in the corner. Lets it fly. And that one goes long.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
We are far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
And that one misses.
And Gay, just so difficult to guard. Skilled with his ability to shoot it and still explosive at attacking the rim.
Now here's Richardson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Johnson, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
And that one's good by Gay.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout called, the Heat. Matthew Dellavedova, 6'4" point guard out of Australia, and Clark, he is tenacious.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. He's one of those guys who just knows how to play. He's got one style, and it's aggressive and up into you, all out, all the time. You remember back in the 2015 finals, boy, he was a pest because of how hard he played.
Here's Dragic after Rudy Gay's bucket. Wade passes to Dragic. Trying to get something going. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Bucks leading by 23. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 14. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Richardson, no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the three by Milwaukee. Now here's Dragic, defended by Dellavedova. Wade finds Dragic. 5 on the clock, to the middle. There's Winslow, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Awesome feed there. That pass was on point.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Dragic, defended by Dellavedova. Richardson against Antetokounmpo. Inside, and the dunk by Winslow.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Now here's Brogdon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
Here's Dellavedova. No good on the triple. Now here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Dellavedova. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ilyasova. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Dragic. Ilyasova can't hit. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. A shot by Johnson, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his third personal.
And with a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's hard to argue with his status as the best passer in the NBA right now. He just distributes the ball so well.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the 2-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer.
That's good from Richardson.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
The Heat making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Maker's checked in. And Richardson drops them both.
You're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Bucks leading by 23. Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Dellavedova. Here's Maker. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 4 assists now tonight. And the Heat shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. In the corner, it's Richardson. Outside, Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. It's Richardson on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go. Miami no good on that time either.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Winslow. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Down low. He's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
And it's easy to see why Antetokounmpo could be MVP of this league. I mean, he can flat out dominate games at times.
Pass to Richardson. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Maker. Ellington kicks to Dragic. Sweet little floater. Dragic has got 12.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Antetokounmpo passes to Maker. Here's Connaughton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. It's hauled in by the Heat. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the paint. The kick out to Dragic. Pass to Richardson. Back to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, Richardson, no luck. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Antetokounmpo, no good. And Miami shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Dragic dishes to Richardson. Back to Dragic. He kicks it to Johnson. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The pass to Winslow. Outside, Dragic passes it to Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Thon Maker.
Second personal.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
He misses the free throw. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
And he sinks the second. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 1:10 left in the first half. Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Duval He's guarded by Johnson. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And, you know, he's yet to hit another three after nailing one in the first, but
Ball call.
I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
.50 seconds left to play here in the half. Waiters finds Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got 5 points so far. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful, completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
And you know, Greg, defense is a mindset, and they did not have that mentality that game, and the turnovers were a problem as well.
Antetokounmpo against Johnson. Waiters outside. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, you know, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You know the Greek Freak. Every year, he seems to take a step forward. The shot looks better, his body is filled out, and he can bang inside whenever he wants to. But what really impressed me in the first half was his leadership. And he controlled the game, and he controlled his teammates.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back. American Airlines Arena, visible on the far right of your screen in that overhead shot of downtown Miami. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
His points production thus far, off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer's starting the second half. We've got Maker, Ilyasova out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Dellavedova in at the 1 spot. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Richardson. And Miami shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Dishes it to Wade. Back to Richardson. Wade on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Here's the floater. Out to Wade. It's good from about 19 feet. Wade's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Heat.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
And Johnson with the stop.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Bucks leading by 20. Antetokounmpo passes to Maker. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Brogdon's got his second basket.
How about Brogdon with the floating jumper? You know when he's pulling that one out, he's feeling really good.
Wade surveying the D. He had a nice open look right there. Wade's got 9.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Dellavedova dishes to Maker. Back to Dellavedova. Softly drops in the floater.
He's starting to figure it out a little bit more. Dimes like this prove Maker knows how to find the open guy. Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 20. Maker passes to Brogdon. Battles through traffic and lays it in. 6 points for him.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Give a round of applause, fans. Yo,
With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
Now, here's Dragic. He's got 12. It's over Brogdon. No good from Dragic. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Kicks to Ilyasova. The three-pointer, no good. The Heat have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Miami, no good on that time either.
Man, low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Milwaukee. Pass to Brogdon. Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded by Dragic. And the double up Antetokounmpo. Dellavedova from outside, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Wade kicks to Adebayo. Richardson the pass to Dragic. Back to Richardson. Launches it. Trains the three-pointer. Richardson's got 5.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now here's Ilyasova. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Dragic with a wide open look. And again, Miami with the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Antetokounmpo finds Gay. Over Johnson. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Pass to Richardson. sweet little floater. He's got 7.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Gay. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. To the inside, Brogdon. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Richardson gets a wide open look. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game. Milwaukee leading by 19 points. And here is Brogdon. 6 points for him.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
3-pointer, Wade. The rebound by the Bucks.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Heat have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Al Richardson, he's got 9. Banked in off the glass. Richardson's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Exactly. I mean, it had to happen here in the third. Now they've got the run going, and I think they've got to keep it going now.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's got 10. Now here's Johnson. To the inside. That's good from Wade on the assist by Johnson. Wade's got 6 here in this quarter.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Winslow's checked in for Johnson. Dion Waiters comes in for Josh Richardson. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And to Antetokounmpo. And the shot falls short this time. The Heat trail by 13, and the pass to Winslow. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and the other thing that they've done well is they've really attacked the gaps of the defense with quick, decisive drives down the lane.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 22. To the wing right side. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Down low, here's Antetokounmpo.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Waiters surveying the D. Passes it to Adebayo. Johnson in the corner. Shot clock at 5. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Tuesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the New York Knicks. Then on Thursday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
And for their matchup with the Nets, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
You know, leaving somebody that wide open is not prudent. I mean, you got to expect to get burned when you put that kind of effort forward.
Now here's Waiters, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Gay misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Waiters dishes to Ellington. Three-pointer. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Dion Waiters.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Johnson, the pass to Waiters. He kicks it to Ellington. Pass to Johnson. The shot. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Adebayo's got 10.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Gay. He's got 14. Over Winslow. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And this is an area where Gay is especially dangerous. A terrific mid-range scorer.
Johnson kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Waiters. 1:22 left to play in the third. Johnson outside. Fires for three. Miami keeping it alive with a new 24. On the wing, Ellington. Winslow finds Ellington. Waiters for three. And it's Gay with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release. Mark it up.
Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. There's 38 seconds left in the third. The layup missed. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And you might have heard this story about Giannis growing a couple of inches since he was drafted, but how about the strength this kid is at? Under 200 pounds as a rook. He's added a good 35 pounds of muscle through his dedication in the weight room.
And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
2 shots. Last on the
first. That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
No good on the second free throw. The Heat trail by 17. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Antetokounmpo's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Waiters outside. Kicks it to Johnson. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Heat trail by 16. Winslow is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then there's Dion Waiters. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo battles through traffic and lays it in.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Now here's Johnson, defended by Dellavedova. Johnson up top. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Bucks leading by 16. Dellavedova with the ball. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Here is Ellington. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Johnson kicks to Waiters. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
With the shot.
So it's the Bucks now. 16-point lead. DiVincenzo. Ellington defending. And he comes up with the deuce.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Waiters for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Waiters got 5 points now this quarter.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wayne Wade's checked in for Miami. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Maker. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Miami the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Bucks leading by 13. Right wing. The pass to Maker. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Miami. Johnson, he's checked in for Waiters. And it's Dragic in for Johnson.
Goran Dragic.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Here's Dragic, and it's Miami with another.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now, here's Maker. Bucks passing it around. DiVincenzo, 5 to shoot, and Wade sends it back. Now here's Winslow, defended by Dellavedova. Winslow against Antetokounmpo, and with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Winslow. Milwaukee has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. DiVincenzo. Wade is covering. DiVincenzo. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. Josh Richardson's checked in for Justice Winslow. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Milwaukee. Brogdon against Wade. Here's Richardson. Shoots from the line. Second chance shot. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Adebayo.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Good on the triple. Bucks leading by 6. And here is Dellavedova. Now, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done. Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
And Maker sends it back. Now here is Dellavedova. He's guarded closely. Passes to Antetokounmpo. The shot, no good. The Heat trail by 10. Here's Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's blocked. Pass to Brogdon. A floater. 6 to shoot. And Ilyasova kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Richardson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw off from Richardson. Milwaukee leading by 8. To the paint. It's stolen by Dragic. He kicks it to Johnson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Johnson. 2.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically how he finds the open man. Nice.
Now, here's Dragic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot from 16. Misses off the right iron. Here's Johnson. Got a hand on it. Brogdon against Wade. Pass to Ilyasova. Bucks passing it around. Richardson against Antetokounmpo. Misses the wing J.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Now Maker, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep. Comes up empty down low.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Second personal foul.
Johnson with it. Kicks to Dragic. Back to Johnson. Shoots a 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the pass to Maker. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Heat trail by 7. Here's Richardson. Passes it to Wade. Over Ilyasova. And the basket by Wade. Wade's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Wade is an exceptional player, an efficient scorer who can score in bunches.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
No good from Dragic. Bucks leading by 7. Outside, And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Now here is Dellavedova. After the miss from Goran Dragic, Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo.
Inside
Over Richardson. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got his 8th assist here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Dragic, defended by Dellavedova. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Heat. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Lets a floater go, and the layup by Brogdon.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Outside Dragic. The teardrop falls in. Dragic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Bucks leading by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bucks.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one of the... Oh!
Man.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed.
No good from Dragic. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And again, that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exit.
And Greg, you know how hard it is to win on the road, but they seem to have this one firmly in control and have been very impressive today.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Rudy. Congrats on the win. What was working for you on offense tonight?
I think our defense kind of got our offense into it. We're that kind of team. Our defense makes our offense. We run the floor and we share the ball. So whenever we out there playing defense like we did today, we usually are in a good position.
Great performance tonight, Rudy. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.